Got the chick, I call it Lola. She feel like the ocean, like to drink and smoke some Doja. And I feel...
Yo, what's up, guys? So, I started pulling off a few bolts here and there, but I figured while I'm at it, I might as well make a video. I'm pulling off the cooling system on this 2002 Lincoln LS V8. First thing I gotta do is take the air filter off, the intake, then we can get to it. I've been meaning to do this for a long ass time now. The main thing was getting tools, collecting tools from here and there, and getting all these little special tools that I only use once, but fuck it, I got them. Like I always tell my friends, the only thing that separates us from the mechanic is tools. So I guess without further ado, let's get dirty. So speaking of tools, I went ahead and ordered these. They're hose clamp pliers, or were hose clamp pliers, to help me with this job, because I was reading these will make it a whole shitload easier. Well, first clamp that I tried to clamp broke. They fucking broke. 14 bucks off of Amazon, right down the fucking drain. But it's all good. I'm gonna still get to it. Fucking piece of shit. And just gotta throw a little elbow grease into it. So let's get it. It's coming along, so Jesus Christ. Taking a pause for the cause. Okay, so update. I got the upper radiator hose removed. This I don't even know what to call it. It's like a T, like an intersection, like it's a water outlet something or another. Anyway, thermostat housing, last piece. They got these little screws that sit, if you can see that, right up under the intake. God, that bitch to get to. See that little one right there? It's the only one I got left to take off. I don't want to focus. But then the lower radiator hose, and then we start the replacement process. So let's keep getting dirty. Oh, another pause for the cause. All right, so old parts, new parts. That's the lower radiator hose and that thermostat housing with the thermostat already in it. And move over here back to the car. That's where the thermostat housing comes off of. And not only was that a doozy, the freaking lower radiator hose, getting that damn thing off was a freaking doozy. But no thanks to these hose clamp pliers. But anyway, job getting done. That's where I'm at. After this, I'm taking a long vacation to Bora Bora. I'm just playing. So check this out. I want y'all to see what I'm working with right now. That's how I'm having to tighten this damn thing up. Alright, so what's up, guys? If you can't tell, it's a new day. And I kind of rushed through everything and put everything back on the car. Now it runs, drives and idles fine and everything. No heating issues. I bled the system, which means getting the air out of the system so you don't develop an air pocket and freaking overheat. You don't want that shit. And Like I said, it's running, idling fine. And moving around. But so now I'm kind of just at a standstill. I feel like I kind of fixed everything. Oh, but then I ran into an issue with the it's got a hydraulic fan on this car, and the hydraulic fan runs off of, like the power steering in this car, automatic transmission fluid, or Mercon 5 or Mercon V. And I had water in that, so I had to borrow some tools from Advance and bleed that system, and it took like 2 days in a row to get all the water out, but that's finally fine. That'll also cause the water in that system will cause the hydraulic fan to freaking stop working. And you know, when a fan on the car stops working, then you got overheating issues, and that is a bitch. But so that's fixed. And like I said, I'm kind of understanding, so I don't know what I want to do with this car. It's been great to me for a long time, and I've had a lot of really good times in this car. And I don't know if I want to sell it, if I want to keep it, if I want to use it as like a project to work on. I mean, because I kind of want a bigger V8. This is a 3.9 liter V8 in this car. It's based off the Jaguar little V8. It's got plenty of power, plenty of get up and go, but it's a 4-door. I like a 4-door. I like the interior. It's got nice leather seats and the sunroof and everything. But I want something more of a project that I can beat on, you know? Let me go turn this thing around real quick. Like I said, it's got plenty of get up and go. And it's kind of a sleeper. You know, a lot of people don't expect a nice looking 4-door to run them down to 118 miles an hour, which is the cutout in this thing. Now you could get a programmer. God, that's annoying. You can get a programmer and you know, knock that off or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know right now. Maybe you'll see a different project car later in the future. Or maybe it'll still be this one. But I do have some plans for this one. So hold tight. So like I said, I did clean it up and give it a little bath. This looks pretty right now. Like I said, it's running, it's idling, it's cooling fine. And this is the hydraulic fan that I was talking about. And it's got two hoses that run from the bottom. They run all the way down. You can't even see it in here, but to a little actuator. And you know, the actuator goes to the back of the fan over here. But this was separating. You could actually see like the water down here and the transmission fluid up here. So now I flushed it the best I could, and that was all one color. I mean, that looked like transmission fluid to me. So, like I said, all this stuff replaced. The first thing I was thinking as an upgrade was the Eibach Pro Kit, because right now, I mean, this thing is, look at the clearance. I don't like that. I never did like that. I always like the look of a lowered car, maybe not a stance car, but like a really good lowered car. So I think the Eibach Pro Kit takes it down like a 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches in the front and back, and I think that would give it a really cool look. And these are 17s, which aren't bad. I mean, for factory, but you know, something just to fill out the wheel wells a little more, then meet the difference with the Pro Kit. And the second thing would be to cut these mufflers off. I've heard a few of these things without the mufflers on, and they sound like a freaking nasty V8 like they should sound. So it's just a thought for now. It's just a thought. So like I said, I kind of hurried and rushed through to install those parts because it was getting time consuming, nerve-wracking, and it was hot outside. I don't know, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with this thing real soon. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool car. Like I said, I've had it a while, had some really good times in this car. And I don't know, it's got me thinking. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Like I said, it's my first one, so hopefully there's many more to come. And maybe you'll see me do some things to this car in the future, or we'll find something else. We'll find a play toy. And I got the perfect one in mind. And if you know me, you know I've been talking about this thing for a while.
Got the chick, I call it Lola. She feel like the ocean, like to drink and smoke some Doja. And I feel